Hello my friends, welcome back to Danny's project. In this video we are going to talk about beginner exercises on the gymnastic rings. And don't worry, if any of these exercises are too hard for you, just set up the rings a bit lower and you can support yourself with the feet, and with this you will make the exercise a lot easier and you can scale down a bit. So let's start with the passive hang. The passive hang is such a nice exercise for lengthening your spine, but also for conditioning your forearms and your grip strength. So use a regular grip here and support yourself with the feet. We want to aim for 30 to 60 seconds of hanging for 3 to 5 sets, and then we can move on to the next exercise. So the next progression is basically the same. We're just releasing the feet from the floor and making the exercise a bit harder. Also, you want to achieve 30 to 60 seconds of total hold time per set, and you can repeat this for 3, 4 or 5 sets. Please take care that your shoulders and your arms are relaxed. You don't want to hang there in an active hang. You want to elevate your shoulders and relax your whole upper body and also your whole lower body. So set up the rings high enough that you can straighten your legs. In this video the branch of the tree was not high enough, so I couldn't set up the rings a bit higher. The next progression or the next exercise is doing the same but with a force grip. So you want to grab the rings inwards and rotate them outwards so it looks something like this. You can progress in the same way, just by using the feet to support yourself first, and then you can slowly release the feet from the floor and make the exercise a bit harder. Now we're going to talk about some progressions for leg raises. So we start in an active hang, so we want to bring our shoulders into depression and slight retraction, and we're going to start with tuck knee raises. You can make the exercise harder by decreasing the angle between your thighs and your upper body, so you can eventually bring your knees towards your chest. For the next progression we are using a mechanical advantage. So we are doing a knee raise about to 90 degrees and in the concentric motion, and then we are doing a straight leg raise in the eccentric motion. So we are slowly building in the full and straight leg raise. Now we are doing the same, but we are decreasing the angle between our legs and our upper body. So we try to bring our knees as high as we can, and then we are doing the eccentric motion with a straight leg raise. So eventually you will reach the full leg raise, which is not a beginner exercise anymore, it's more like an intermediate one. But for the sake of completeness I put this in the video anyway. And as you might already know from the other videos from my YouTube channel, we want to work with control and with an even speed, because we want to maintain a high quality standard. So avoid bending the arms, using momentum or anything else. The next exercise is called the German hang. I introduced this shortly in the Skin the Cat tutorial. So we want to place the rings about shoulder height, then we want to grab the rings with a supinated grip, and we want to place our feet beneath the rings. Then we want to pull actively through our shoulder blades without bending the arms. For the next progression we are doing the same, but we are moving the feet further away from the rings, so towards the back, and doing the same. For the last drill, and actually the full motion, the full German hang, we want to set up the rings a bit higher, and we don't support ourselves with the feet anymore. We just want to pull ourselves actively into the German hang. As I mentioned it in the Skin the Cat tutorial, this is a great preparation for the Skin the Cat. Some of you might already know the support hold from the ring dip tutorial, so set up the rings about belly height, support yourself with the feet and push the rings actively down so you're bringing your shoulder into a depression. Then you can release the feet from the floor, doing the same, holding the rings close to the body, and when this gets easy, you can also rotate the rings outwards and move them further away from the body. Now I'm going to introduce you to the ring row, which is a great pulling exercise. So we are going to set up the rings about, chest height. We are aiming for a straight body line. We don't want to be loose and soft. And then we are going to start to pull, and we are going to rotate the rings inwards. You can make the exercise a lot easier by moving the rings further away, or by, which is basically the same, by increasing the angle between your body and the floor. We are rotating the rings inwards when we are pulling, because with this we can use a bigger range of motion and we can activate our lats a bit more. Now the last exercise, the ring push-up, is basically the opposite to the ring row. And the same rules apply here. So we want to aim for a straight body line, and if we move the rings further away, we can make the exercise a lot easier. The ring push-up has a great advantage over the basic floor push-up because we can bring our shoulders more into extension, and also we need to stabilize our bodies. Please try to turn out the rings at the top position. If this is too hard, just move the rings further away and you can make this a lot easier. To provide a general training structure for you guys, I listed some milestones in this little picture here. Please take it with a pinch of salt. This is just a general rule of thumb. But for the passive hang, for example, you want to aim for 45 to 60 seconds of holds for 3 sets. The same for the force grip, passive hang. And for the leg raises, you want to aim for about 10 reps for each progression. Then you want to move on to the next. For the German hang, we want to aim for 20 to 30 seconds of hold time for each set. For the support hold, we want to do 30 seconds. And for the ring row and for the ring push-ups, we want to aim for about 8 to 12 reps. Of course, you can do more if you want to, but I think this is a good way to go. For the hanging exercises, or for the passive hang with a force grip and an irregular grip, you want to have a rest between 60 and 90 seconds. For all the other exercises, you want to aim for a rest between 90 and 120 seconds. Defining the phrase beginner can be quite difficult, so if any of these exercises are too hard or too easy for you, then just scale them down or scale them up by increasing or decreasing angles, setting up the rings higher or lower, or using the feet less or more, and I think that's a good way to go. If you want this channel to grow and you like the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this with others, and yeah, this would be great. Thank you. Bye bye guys, see you in the next video and have a nice day.